Hi, my tubies, my Teletubbies. It's Sheila True Love, truly loving you. And right now we're going to listen to an interview. Her name is Titi. She is a prostitute, and I thought it was vital and important for me to share this with you because people have got to be careful how they treat other people because when they say karma is no joke and you reap what you sow, that's no lie. Now, when you think of prostitutes and women who do this type of thing, they don't really care whether they're sleeping with somebody's husband. They don't care if they're busting up people's family. They like to call it dates. These are not dates, honey. You're a prostitute, for God's sake. Don't try to dress it up. Don't try to make light of the situation. You're a prostitute, okay? Not that I'm judging anyone because I'm not. I don't know her. I haven't walked a mile in her shoes. Jesus Christ died for her, just like he died for all of us. I just want people to be more mindful. Be careful how you treat people. I'm sure when she gets married, she's not going to want her husband laying up with prostitutes and having the wife be at risk for STDs and all the other nonsense that's out there. Anyway, let's listen up.
Bougie, half ghetto.
Okay. And tell me about your family. You grew up with both of your parents?
No, I grew up with my grandmother and my mom. My mom was in and out the house. My dad, prison, majority of my whole life. Um, I lost my granny at 27, which was about a year ago. So I'm kind of adjusting to not having my granny because she always saved me from everything. She was really my superhero.
Yeah, it's nice to have somebody like that in your life.
Yes, because no matter what I did, she had my back 100%. My mom, on the other hand, I think my mom.
Okay, here we go. Here we go with the blame game. And you tubies already know how I feel about people talking badly about their mother. Like I said, if you have something negative to say about your mom, especially when she was a single parent struggling like a dog to raise you, this is not the channel for that. You can create your own channel and you can bitch and moan about your mom all you choose to. And the thing that angers me when people talk about their mom, as you'll hear later on with her, TT, what type of parent was she? She has 5 kids. Let's check out how that turned out. You could sit up high and mighty looking down on your mom, tearing her down. I think she was jealous of me. Personally, I think that she was jealous of her mom, possibly. But like I said, this is Sheila True Love. I speak the truth. Yes, I do. And I'm not going to sit up here and let nobody tear down a mother who's a single parent. That's not happening, not on this channel. Not on this channel, and not on my watch. I know how hard it is to be a single mother. The fathers, they're allowed to get off the hook. Everybody is so understanding to why daddy was gone, but nobody takes the time to try to understand what the mother was going through. What type of childhood did her mother have?
Was kind of jealous of me
I doubt it.
because she tried to sleep with one of my baby daddies, and I didn't understand why, but my mom has a drinking problem.
So now you understand why. So if that did transpire, you see, we're not hearing both sides. I want to hear the mother side. Okay? And if that did transpire, you heard herself say her mom has a drinking problem. So she was probably intoxicated when that occurred. I doubt very much if her mother is jealous of her. Because when all is said and done, her mother has 3 of her kids. Okay? Her mother has to step up and help her out. This bad mother.
So that could be a reason of why, but I never really understood my mom, like certain things she do, because I think she tries to hurt me on purpose.
I doubt it, honey.
What age?
I think if your mother wanted to hurt you on purpose, she wouldn't have helped you by taking your kids. Your kids could be up in the system getting raped, molested, beat up, abused. Your mom stepped up. So I doubt very much if your mother was trying to hurt you. And this female, she's born December 17th. That what? That's a Sagittarius? I'm shocked at a Sag. Sagittarius usually have their stuff together. They usually got their stuff on point. So this is like shocking. I would have to look at her whole chart, look at where her Mercury and her Moon is at, and her Mars and her Venus. Because a Sag, nah, that's unusual.
Where were you when you left your mom's house?
25.
Oh, how old are you now?
28. Just turned 28 on the 16th of December.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Do you have kids of your own?
Yes, I have 5 kids. I have Nuki, which is 11. I have Nai, which is 8. I have
Nuki, Nai. What kind of names are those for these kids to try to get a job? That's called troublemaker names. And I used to work in human resources, and I know what they do with resumes who kids have these crazy, stupid looking names like that. That's not wise. Huh. But you can sit on your high horse and try to tear down your mama. Oh, okay.
I have Melly Mel, which is my dad. I call him King, which is 5. And Manaya, which is 3. And my fat dad, which is Zamir, which he's...
Zamir. No, sweetheart, that they're going to have the hardest time getting employment. Trust me when I tell you.
3 months. It's going to be 4 months.
Oh, you have a baby.
Yes.
So what are you doing for money now?
Occasionally I catch dates. I try not...
Stop doing that. I hate it when women say that we catch dates. No, you're a prostitute. Don't try to dress it up. Don't try to make it seem less filthy than what it is. That's filth. Any man could come and unload his STDs all in your mouth. Any man could come along knowing that he's infected with the virus and lay up with you. You'll let him do you raw if he pay you a little extra. I know dudes who have the virus. And each of these dudes that I know, I used to go with someone to some of his recovery or his support groups with this virus. And each of these dudes that I know with the virus, when you ask them how do you take care of yourself sexually, they go to prostitutes. They don't care about whether they infect prostitutes because prostitutes don't care about busting up people's homes. Prostitutes don't care about destroying children. Prostitutes don't care if these men bring back STDs to their families. So these dudes who got the virus, they don't care about infecting them. And when these women are performing oral sex, they're not using condoms. And how many of these guys out here got chlamydia, syphilis, gonorrhea, trichomonas? And they just fill these women's mouths up with all of that filth.
Not to as often as some women would, because that's really not my lifestyle. Like, I graduated medical school, medical assistant cardiac technician.
Prove it.
I was working at a doctor's office, but some kind of way I started thinking about my first 2 kids getting took from me behind marijuana. And I still haven't figured out how to...
So you lost...
I assure you, honey, she's lying. That's a bunch of bullery. They ain't taking your kids because you were smoking marijuana. There's so much more to this story that meets the eye.
Your first 2 children?
Yes. I still don't know how to cope with that because my 2 kids are actually with a lesbian white couple that are married. And I'm not okay with that, but I guess it was for a reason.
Come on now. Aren't you supposed to be better than your mama? Look at where your kids are at.
Do you ever see your first 2 kids?
They won't let me. They won't let me have no type of contact with them.
And they were taken away, why?
Because of marijuana. I tested positive for marijuana when I had my daughter. And she didn't test positive, but I did. So they took them from me. August 15th, 2012.
Tell me about making...
But I bet you one thing, your mama didn't have her kids taken from her. What about that? You didn't mention that. Oh, we was taken away from my mama. At least your mother was checked that out. You're supposed to be so much better than your mama. Huh, really?
Money dating guys. What kind of guys do you pick up?
Sometimes I might pick up a gentleman. Sometimes I might pick up an asshole. Excuse my language, but
What kind of dude who sleeps with prostitutes would you consider to be a gentleman? They're no gentlemen anytime they're sitting up here whipping out their penis, encouraging women to degrade themselves. That's not a gentleman. That's a filthy pig, a maggot who really needs to be castrated. His testicles need to be removed along with his penis, and his prostate should be cut out. So that way he can never enjoy sex again, ever. Ain't no damn gentleman.
I get paid pretty well.
I'll bet you do.
I could actually say that. Now, the assholes, they try to come with the 20 and 40 type of thing, but majority of the time when I catch a date, even if it's at the end of the night, it'll be like 100 or more.
I believe that.
That's the ones I go for.
White guys, black guys, Hispanic?
White. I love me some white men. I ain't gonna lie. I love white men because they are sweethearts. Black men, on the other hand, they assholes.
And you females, you YouTubies thought that I was lying. I know a couple of people on Grindr and Tinder who they say they don't even want to deal with no black man because there used to be Backpage, that magazine where dudes used to pick up prostitutes on that thing where they canceled that, they terminated the Backpage, and now people are doing it online, prostitution, and that's mainly on Tinder and Grindr, and you have a lot of these women, black and Caucasian, saying, yeah, I'm looking for dates. They call it dates, whatever. Yeah, but no black men. Why? Because, and I've also interviewed, I'm an advice coach, and I've talked to women who are prostitutes. I've interviewed some of these prostitutes. And these women say, with the black dudes, I don't have no problem with black men. I have a problem with black dudes. Let's not get that twisted. I can't stand dust mites. Black men, beautiful. Beautiful because they're men. We're talking about black dudes. I don't like niggas. I don't like niggas. And most of them say these black men, they're the type that they pay you the money up front and then they beat you up and take the money back. That's what they do. Or they'll tell you to meet them someplace and you show up, they got maybe 2 or 3 other niggas up in there that they're going to try to run a train on you. And then they're the ones who are the most violent when it comes to dealing with these prostitutes and these hookers. They're the most violent.
Some of them not, but majority of them are.
Where do you guys go? To a hotel?
Well, the white guys always take me to a hotel. It'd be an expensive Snooty Fox Mustang or American Inn or something like that. Now the black guys, they more of a car action. I try to get them out the way fast so I can get.
And she ain't lying. Because the suckers that I know that be sitting up here with these prostitutes, they be pulling in alleyways, little dark places, little places where people go behind places to smoke their crack and all that. Like my ex, he was a car into picking up these prostitutes. And I'm talking about, he used to pick up these trashy things. Trashy looking things, man, that almost nobody would touch. Nobody. Because I had one of the women tell me the kind of things that he used to bring around in his room when he was whatever. But 9 times out of 10, he's that car action. That's why I said him with a car, nah. But that is, she's right. Black niggas, they ain't taking you to no goddamn nice hotel or no, nah.
Away from them as fast as possible.
In the car?
Yeah. But my white male friends, I kind of like them more. I think in the long run, I think I might end up marrying a white man. I'm not sure, but I think that's what might happen.
Find a sugar daddy and you're all set.
Yeah, pretty much.
How do you pick them up?
I just walk. I could be walking to the store or just walking down the street, randomly walking, and they'll stop and holler at me.
Sure they will.
And in a way, and I know that's true because I have more Caucasian men, talking to me this day and age than I do have black men. Maybe it's because black men know they don't even stand a chance. They're looking, mostly black men are looking for weak-minded women. Black men are, I mean, not men, black dudes. They're predators. What is a predator? Those are vampires. They're bloodsuckers. They're looking for people that they could, they're destroyers. And the way I carry myself, you know, these black dudes very intimidated. Whereas I have more Caucasian men, like I say, Steve, Dale. I've had them for like, well, not Steve, but Dale forever. I've been dealing with Dale for over 20 years. You know what I mean? But these black dudes, these dudes out here, they know us up. A lot of black women are done with them. We're done. And I keep telling a lot of my ebony women, you have to start doing this interracial thing, girlfriend. But a lot of the black females, ebony women, I love to call them ebony because they're beautiful, they want to stick with these black dudes. And then they want to talk about how hard it is to find someone. Well, it's not hard, sweetheart, if you broaden your horizons. But we want to be loyal to them. We don't want to be. They're not loyal to us. They're not showing no loyalty or integrity to us. They will go out there and glorify, uplift, build up any other race of female except for their own. So why are these black women reluctant to get out there? A lot of them are starting to, honey. I'm going to make a video on that. A lot of them are starting to get out there, a lot of them, because they're tired. They want to get married. They want families. And sitting around waiting on some black monkey to get his act straight. Come on now. How old will she be? So I encourage my ebony sisters, get out there, baby. I'm pro interracial dating. Don't get it twisted. I'm just saying black men need to focus more on taking care of their own before they start stepping out to other people. That's like somebody taking care of somebody else's children and not taking care of their own children. That's disgusting. But like I said, yeah, ebony sisters, you're going to have to start broadening your horizons, girlfriends. Because they damn sure not loyal to us.
This neighborhood?
Yeah, pretty much.
Of course they would. Are you using any drugs?
Yes, I smoke cavi.
Which is
Cocaine, crack, cocaine. I'm starting to get kind of tired.
You see, now that's the reason why they took her kids, truth be told. But you could tell she's embarrassed of it because she'll say cocaine. A lot of people who are ashamed that they smoke crack, they try to say, yeah, I use cocaine. Yeah, no, honey, it's crack.
Part of it, which is a good thing for me. I really don't need a program because crack is a mind thing. And really, truthfully, all drugs are a mind thing. If you let it take over you, it will. If you're strong enough to fight it, it won't.
All drugs are not a mind thing because when you talk about heroin, that's physical. You also got people who, if they're chronic alcoholics, they go through some heavy duty withdrawals and shakes and DDTs, and people who use heroin and they literally go through physical. It's not just a mental thing. Crack is definitely a mental thing. Trust me when I say it's a mental thing. I don't understand how people can sit up there and stay with that nonsense. I don't get it.
Me, on the other hand, I use cocaine. It's like a numbing medicine.
yeah.
It numbs me from my kids being gone, my other three being at home with my mom. I don't go around my kids high.
You see how her other three children are with her mother? The very mother that she sat up there and said so many negative things about? Yeah. But look, and the mother who she feels is trying to hurt her? This is the very mother who stepped up.
Because I don't want them to see their mother like that.
So you're running around the street while your mom's taking care of your kids?
Yes.
Ah!
And I respect her for that.
Yeah.
I love her.
Why? You love her because she's giving you something. You respect her. Why? Because she's doing something for you. So that's not genuine love. Not really. She's just happy that somebody is giving and doing something for her.
because she took on my responsibility that I used to once upon a time have,
You got that right.
which I'm trying to get back to that because I miss being a mommy. Even though I know I'm a mom, I miss being a mommy to my kids. My son, he begs me to come home, but I can't go around them like that. I want to be completely clean and sober when I go around my babies. So if I'm high, I won't go home. When I come down and I'm sober is when I go home. Other than that, I don't go home.
Now she'll sit here and say how much she loves her children, but yet, let me tell you the secret to getting off of drugs also, it's love. And people can say how corny that may sound all they want to. No, sweetheart. Because when you love your children enough and you know that they're in foster care and they could be being abused, sexually taken advantage of, being put out there to prostitute, yeah, you're going to get that act straight quick. Because you're going to do whatever you have to do, go to parenting classes. You're going to do whatever you have to do with the quickness. Screw a crack pipe. The hell with that nonsense. We're talking about my children. And they have so many programs out here for people to get their act together. But I'm going to tell you something about these programs or going into counseling. No counseling is going to work if you don't have support. You have to have people that you could go out with, people you could do things with, people who you can talk to. And that's why they have the AA, they have the NA, they have Al Anon, they have now MM. That's moderation management for people who are not alcoholics, but they need to learn to drink in moderation. That's the new thing. It's the new AA. It's called MM, moderation management. But you have, and that's online. But you have new groups coming up every day with this moderation management to help people to drink in moderation. At the same time, let me stay on point. The secret to getting off of these drugs, if you really love your people, your mom, your dad, your family, love is the way out. God is love. You know, drugs, that's the devil's candy. Now, who's stronger, God or Satan the devil? So God is love. Love is what it takes to get your behind clean and sober.
Losing your grandmother was hard for you.
I'm very. Because she died on my oldest daughter's birthday, which I was actually on my way to see her, and they told me that she was expired, and I didn't know. And if it really fucked me up that she passed away, because that was really the only person I had besides my kids. That's really the only person I had that had my back 100% no matter what I did. My granny.
So her having your back 100% regardless of what you did, that's not helpful. That's called being an enabler. Not good.
Saved me from everything. So this is actually my first year going through this without my granny. Oh, I hate when I get emotional.
You know, I'm not cold blooded or anything, and I can certainly understand losing her grandmother. That was traumatizing probably for her, and my heart goes out to her for that. But Granny, she should not been have no putting up with her for everything. And I understand how Granny was. You know, that's her granddaughter, and we understand, and I do understand it. I get it. You know, and to be honest, I hope this female she get her act straight and eventually get on the right track. Hopefully she'll find a way to turn her life over to her heavenly Father and her Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, and hopefully she can find herself some support. You know, get yourself into counseling and find a support group, because all the counseling in the world, sweetheart, it's not going to work. You got to have support. So anyway, this is Sheila True Love, Truly loving you as always, trying to hope I can help people to see things from a different angle. That's my objective. And trying to help as many people as I can. And I hope I don't come off as harsh or cold, because that's not it. There I know the problems in the world. We all know what the problems are. My thing is I'm a problem solver. You know what I mean? I'm a problem solver. Like when it comes to all of these people raping 3-year-old kids, that's castration, sweetheart, straight up and down. They have some cities now, places where they're bringing back castration. They're bringing that back. You got people who can't seem to keep their private parts in their pants, cheating on their partners and all of that. That's the problem. Now let's talk about the solution. The solution is castration. And with these women, find a way to sew their twat up or what have you. Remove their clitoris like they do with the poor women in Africa. They call that circumcising women, whatever. Remove the clitoris and sew them up somehow. With these dudes, testicles are gone, penis is gone, and remove the prostate. And now we'll finally have some men in the house taking care of their families, and let the man put his semen in whatever, so you can get artificial insemination if you want children. Let him, before they castrate him, put his semen up somewhere, freeze it up, so when you want to have children, you can get in artificially inseminated. And so we keep the human race going, whatever. But the Bible says, this is what happens when people keep thinking they know more than God. How did God say things like this should be handled? Anytime you have any part of your body that's causing you to continue to sin, cut it off. That's God and Jesus Christ's solution too, just like mine. And I just happen to agree. Don't shoot the messenger, honey. I just agree. Like I said, I know the problem. We all know the problem. But let me see how many people say, oh no, castration is too harsh. Okay, so what's your solution? I'm sorry. I don't hear anyone. I don't hear anything. That's what I'm talking about. This is Sheila True Love. Truly love you. Until next time, we'll talk again. Goodbye for now.